How you doing, Manginas? AnAngryToddler here, bringing you guys a commentary about Advanced Warfare Call of Duty. And, so I know what you're thinking. You're like, whoa, a little late, don't you think, Toddler? Like, there's only been like 1,000 million, plus like 5,000 more, and plus -9 videos about Advanced Warfare. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then you're probably like, well, there's nothing else to know about. Like, I know everything I need to know. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. And you wanna know why? Because you haven't heard from me yet. Like, what I'm about to say is about to blow your mind. I bet you half of you guys didn't even know that the Call of Duty game was gonna come out this year. I bet you guys had no idea that Advanced Warfare was on its way. You don't even know how to spell Advanced Warfare, but now you do thanks to my video. It's probably in the title. Hopefully not misspelled. But anyways, this is going to be a little bit different of commentary about Advanced Warfare. I'm not specifically going to talk about, like, hey, this is what I want to see, this is what you're going to see, you know, type of thing. I mean, we're going to go into that a little bit. But my first question for you guys is, are you going to buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? So that's the main question. And then a follow-up question, if you're kind of, like, on the fence. And by the way, when I say, like, are you going to buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, as in, are you going to buy it within, like, the first 2 weeks that it's going to be out, you know, so it's relatively new and shit like that. So are you going to get it then? And so, my other question after that is, if you're kind of on the fence, if you don't think you're going to buy the game, or you're not going to buy the game, my question is like, what could the game have, like, what could the game do that would make you buy it, or make you not buy it? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, since there's zombies in it, I'll get in that a little later. Does that make you want to buy it? It's like, oh my god, there's zombies, I have to buy it now. Where if there wasn't zombies, you're like, I think I'm going to pass. I'm going to play some other games. I don't really want to spend my money in Advanced Warfare. So let me know in the comments about that, and we'll kind of get into a little bit of the topics here. So I want to say, from my opinion, I am going to buy Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And I'm going to buy it the 24, you get like a day early or something, day 0, isn't that what it's called? Like pre-order stuff. I'm going to get it for the Xbox One, by the way, so if you want to play when it comes out, yo, my gamer tag is AnAngryToddler. I'll add it down below. Feel free to add me. I could use some new friends on Xbox One. So anyways, so I'm going to get it, but I have to say, if I didn't do streaming and YouTube and stuff like that, I don't think I would buy it right away. I think I would probably wait until like Christmas or something. Like, I don't think I would have the urge to get it as much. Not to say though, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun in the game, just like I do with every Call of Duty that has came out, you know. So I think it's a fine game. I think it's gonna be all right. But I just want to have the urge, and I wouldn't want to pre-order it, and like I wouldn't just be like desperate for it, you know, if I don't have a lot of money for it. But I'm gonna get it for the day 0, and for for you people that are kind of on the fence, here's what I want to say to you guys. Like, I mean, you're like, oh man, like, you know, Call of Duty's kind of sucked in the past, like these last couple of years. And you know what? I'm with you. I think the last couple of years have been kind of downers. I didn't like Modern Warfare 3. I was kind of like, you know, it's all right for Black Ops 2. You know, some of it was good, some of it not as much. I really got annoyed of it like this summer. Before Ghost was coming out, so I mean it was old by then. And Ghost, you know, I actually was kind of having more fun with it than most people did, but that was because I was good at it for a while. But then now it's just like it's just not the same. It's just not the same anymore. It's just old. It's just like, ugh. Now I get why everybody hated it. So excuse me, sorry, I was freaked out there. So I understand if you guys are like kind of like a little leery about it, but I want to say something, is that Sledgehammer has not made a Call of Duty game by themselves. I believe Sledgehammer was a part of, please tell me if I'm wrong, Sledgehammer was a part of Modern Warfare 3, right? I think. I believe Sledgehammer was a part of Modern Warfare 3. And I think they didn't do much of the multiplayer. I believe they did a lot of the campaign. I could be completely wrong about that, and I'm sorry, but basically, Sledgehammer has never made a Call of Duty game just by themselves. So, at this point, we really can't judge what kind of Call of Duty games they're going to have, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen Treyarch's versions, we've seen Infinity Ward's versions, and now we're about to see a third installment by Sledgehammer's. And when people have seen the trailers, you know, there's a couple of video trailers, and people are already making judgments by that, and that's fine, because, you know, there's some aspects to it you might not like. But at this point, like, people are like, oh my god, this game is just going to be shit, it's just going to be horrible, but it's just, that's gonna happen every Call of Duty, and it always does. It's like, I mean, I feel like we have like the same conversations about Call of Duty every year. Some people are hyped, some people are just like, ugh, Call of Duty, oh, how good, Call of Duty blows, you know, which is fine, you know, have your own opinion. But I think I think a lot of people go with the mentality of wanting it to be bad, rather than having enjoyment with it at this point. I mean, back in the day when Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, I think a lot of people actually didn't like Black Ops 1. I loved it, and I think a lot of people either loved it or hated it. But anyways, just to kind of give you guys an update of, if you're not really watching the news about the game, some of the things that they are having in the game. Quickscoping is not going to be around. I know they say that all the time. They're like, oh yeah, Quickscoping is not going to be as prominent. And so there's a potential they could change it, and they even said that like there's going to be aspects that we are going to release in the game the first day that could probably be different, which is dead silence, and I'll get into that in a little bit too. And so they said Quickscoping is going to be a little different, and I'm a fan. I think from what it sounds like, it's probably going to be compared to like Black Ops 1 Quickscoping before they patched it. I mean, before they changed it. Because Black Ops 1 Quickscoping, everybody hated it. You actually had to aim in just for a little bit longer before you can actually snipe somebody. But then they changed it, and then it was just back to normal Quickscoping that just looked kind of funky compared to like Treyarch's, excuse me, for Infinity Ward's Quickscoping. So I'm fine without Quickscoping. They basically said how it's going to be like a little thing, like you're going to have to learn how to use it. And you're going to have to be skilled just with the sniper, just as you are with the AR and stuff like that. So they're basically trying to find a balance between it. Totally cool without quickscoping. I'm fine. I mean, I don't want it to be like forever to scope up, which it won't be. So don't worry about that. The other thing people are freaking out about is the dead silence shit. And everybody's freaking out about it because there is not a perk for dead silence. And you're like, why? And I want to say too, Halo didn't have dead silence perks. I just want to put that out there. Nobody cared if Halo didn't, so... and I understand it's a different game, you know, but, what they're doing instead is you have, like, these little suits. I forget what they're called now. I knew what it was, like, a couple hours ago. Like, EOTech. Nope, that's like the scope on a ghost gun. It's the armor, exoskeleton armor, something like that. Anyways, with the exo stuff, you have different abilities with them, and one of them is dead silence, where your footsteps are silent, and you have to like trigger it and turn it on. And I think I heard the dead silence is going to last between 20 to 30 seconds, and I kind of like that. I think it's going to be a little more strategic when it comes to search and destroy, because I never really like whenever a game would come out, automatically my perk slot was just filled with dead silence, and I couldn't really use all the different ones, but this is going to allow me to use different perks, you know what I mean? It kind of opens it up, because dead silence was a must in most situations. So, I'm fine with that. And by the way, some other ones were like, I think you can go stealth, there's probably an extra armor. If I have to compare it to something, it's kind of like League of Legends, the summoner spells. They're like, there's many spells that you can use at certain times, like one of them's flash, one of them's like go faster or teleport. And so you're going to have these little abilities on your exoskeletons that you can only use limited time, you know what I mean? And there's a small duration of it. So I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? I'm fine. The other thing I want to make mention was, fucking just totally forgot. Oh, all the shit, like all the leaping, flying in the air type boosting, I think like the boosting in the air shit, like Titanfall type stuff. People are freaking out about that. They're like, oh my god, it's not going to feel like Call of Duty. But if you remember before Ghost came out in Modern Warfare 3, you're like, oh my god, it's just going to be a copy and paste of Modern Warfare 2, just with different guns and looking different. So like, people just like can't make up their mind. If they're like, well, I don't want it to be the same, but I want it to be like Call of Duty 4, but then I don't want it to be too different, and that's just the way it's going to be. It's going to be different. They're going to try to make this game different. Sledgehammer is going to try to stick out away from Treyarch and Infinity Ward. They're going to try to make their own niche little thing, you know, something that doesn't, it's like, oh, this is a lot like Infinity Ward, you know, they're going to try to be different from that. Not to say it probably will be a little bit more closer to Infinity Ward than Treyarch, I think. I don't know, though. Obviously, I've never fucking touched the game, so I can't really make a judgment yet. But I'm not really freaking out about it. Like I said, I want to give Sledgehammer a chance before I really, obviously, like, just hound on him. You know, like, flame him, like, oh, Sledgehammer sucks. The other thing I want to make mention, too, is that actually it sounded like Zombies is back. And also, another thing, everybody's like, oh, man, like, hope there's a mode like Zombies. And now I'm reading people are like, oh, well, they shouldn't have brought back Zombies. That's a Treyarch thing. It's like, what the fuck do you guys want? Like, I'm cool with zombies. That's awesome. So that's going to be back. And, I mean, it's still, everything's kind of rumored right now. But there was apparently, like, sorry it got dark here in the video. I forgot to move the controller when I was recording this. Apparently there was, like, a little achievement logo, and it had a zombie on it. So we'll see what kind of zombies they have. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just saying, I'm not going to make judgment yet because obviously nobody's played it. For all of you guys that are on the fence, that's fine. I would say, you know, wait a little bit if you don't know for sure, and just wait for a couple weeks and then do some judgment based on videos you guys see. So, but I'm going to buy it, and hope you guys enjoy this video, and stay hairy, manginas.